Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel Learn Mathematics. Myself Rekha Chabra, your maths teacher. Students, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe this channel if still not done. As you all are aware that we have completed chapter number 4 determinants. So now is the time to do quick recapitulation of all the concepts that we have studied in this chapter. Let's start with the basic difference between matrix and determinant. The basic difference is matrix is the representation of numbers in row and column format, but determinant is a special number associated with a matrix. Matrix can be of any order, and at the same time determinant is only possible for a square matrix. Third and very important difference, when we multiply any scalar, any constant to a matrix, it means we have to multiply all the elements with that number. But when we multiply any number with a determinant, it means we have to multiply with all the elements of any specific row or any one specific column. Now few more rules that we should keep in our mind. First is determinant of identity matrix is always equal to 1. Second, determinant of transpose of A is equal to determinant A. Third is determinant of product of two matrices A and B is equal to determinant A into determinant B. Fourth is determinant of inverse of any matrix A is equal to 1 upon determinant A. Fifth is determinant of Ka, where K is some constant, is equal to K raised to the power n. N is the order of the matrix into determinant A. This is very important property. Sixth property is a specific case of property number 5, that determinant of minus A is equal to minus 1 raised to the power n. Here K is minus 1 into determinant A. Seventh property, adjoint A into A is equal to A into adjoint A is equal to determinant A into identity matrix of same order. We have done few questions based on this property also in the exercise. Eighth property is determinant of adjoint A is equal to determinant A raised to the power n minus 1. Here also n is the order of the matrix. Few more properties. Property number 1 says the value of determinant remains unchanged if its rows and columns are interchanged. Second property says if any two rows or columns are interchanged, then there will be a change in the value of determinant, and that change will be only the sign. Third property is if all the elements of a row or column are 0, then determinant is definitely 0. We have used this property in lots of questions. Fourth property says if any two rows or columns of a determinant are identical, then also in this case value of determinant will be definitely 0. Fifth property says if each element of a row or a column of a determinant is multiplied by a constant k, any scalar quantity, then determinant's value also gets multiplied by that same number. Sixth property is if elements of a row or column of a determinant are expressed as sum of two or more terms, then in this case determinant can also be expressed as sum of two or more determinants. Seventh property is if in a determinant all the elements above or below the main diagonal are 0, then value of determinant is equal to the product of diagonal elements, main diagonal elements. Then the next important topic that we did is finding inverse using adjoint. So what is adjoint? First of all, adjoint is the transpose of cofactor matrix, and inverse of any matrix A is equal to 1 upon determinant A into adjoint A. But inverse is only possible when we have a non-singular matrix. And what do we mean by non-singular matrix? If determinant A is equal to 0, then we call it as singular matrix, and if it is not equal to 0, then we call it as non-singular matrix. So these are the main highlights of the topic of the chapter we have covered these main topics. Hope you must have understood. Still, if you have confusion or you missed any of the topic or any of the video, please I would suggest you to go back to my YouTube channel and watch that video. Thank you, students.